Hi, I'm Lily. Today I'm going to read your story, The Witches by Roald Dahl, from page 106 to page 111. Okay, let's read it. Wait for me. Okay. The ancient ones, the granite which stood on the very center of the platform, and those dangerous eyes of her traveled slowly around the audience of witches who were sitting so meekly before her, or those over 70. 70, put up your hands, she barked suddenly. 7 overnight hands went up in the air. It comes to me, said the granite witch, that you ancient ones will not be able to climb high trees in search of Gruntel's eggs. We own your grandness. We are afraid we aren't, chanted the ancient ones. Nor will you be able to catch the Cranberconcher, so who lives high up on rocky cliffs. The red-eyed witch went on. I can't exactly see you sprinting after the speedy cat springer either, or diving into deep waters to spear the blabbersnake, or striding the black moors with a gun under your arm to shut the grovelous crowd. You're too old and feeble for those things. We are, chanted the ancient ones. We are. You ancient ones have served me well over many years, said the Grand-Eyed Witch, and I do not wish to deny you the pleasure of bumping off a few thousand children of each, just because you have become old and feeble. I have therefore prepared personally with my own hands a limited quantity of delayed action mouse maker which I will distribute to the ancient ones before you leave the hotel. Oh, thank you, cried the old witches. You are far too good to us, your grandness. You're so kind and thoughtful. Here is a simple of what I am giving you, shouted the Grand-Eyed Witch. She fished round in a pocket and her dress and brought out a very small bottle. She held it up and said, in this tiny bottle is 500 doses of mouse maker. Is enough to turn 500 children into mice. I could see that the bottle was made of dark blue glass and that it was very small, about the same size as the ones you can buy at the chimneys with no straps in them. Each of you ancient ones will get 2 bottles of this, she shouted. Thank you, oh most generous and thoughtful one, and chose the ancient witches. Not one drop will be wasted. Each of us will promise to squash and scallop and squiggle round 1,000 children. Our meeting is over, announced the Grand Witch. Here is a timetable for the remainder of your stay in this hotel. Right now, we must all go out onto the Sunshine Terrace and have tea with that ridiculous manager. Next at 6 o'clock tonight, those witches who are too old to climb tree after Gruntel's axe will report to my room to receive 2 bottles each of mouse maker. My room number is 495 454. Do not forget it. Then 8 o'clock, or you will be assembled in the dining room for supper. We are the lovely ladies of the RSPCC, and they are setting up 2 long tables specially for us. But do not forget to put the content plugs on your nose. The dining room will be full of little children, and without the nose plugs, the stink will be unbearable. Apart from that, remember to behave normally at all times. Is everything clear? Any questions? I have one question, your grandness, said a voice in the audience. What happens if one of the chocolates we're giving away in our shops gets eaten by a grown-up? That's too bad for the grown-up, said the Grand Witch. This meeting is over, she shouted. Out you go. The witch stood up and began to gather their things together. I was watching them through the crack and hoping to heaven that they would hurry and leave so that I might be safe at last. Wait! Shrieked one of the witches in back the row. Hoard everything! She shrieked, voice echoed through the room like a trumpet. Or the witch suddenly stepped and turned and looked towards the speaker. She was one of the tallest witches, and I could see her standing there with her head titled back to her nose in the air, and she was sucking great long breaths of air through those curvy pink jelly nostrils of hers. Wait! She shouted again. What is it? The others cried out. Dog's droppings, she yelled. Just then I got a whiff of dog's droppings. Surely not, the others shouted. There couldn't be. Yes, yes, shouted the first witch. There it is again. It's not strong, but it's there. I mean, it's here. It's definitely somewhere not too far away. What's going on down there? Shouted the Grand Witch, glaring down from the platform. Mildred's just got a whiff of dog's droppings, your grandness, someone called back to her. What rubbish is this? Shouted the Grand Witch. If she has dog's droppings on the brain, there are no children in this room. Hang on, cried the witch called Mildred. Hang on, everybody. Don't move. I'm getting it again. Her huge, curvy nose forks were waving in and out like a pair of fishtails. It's getting stronger. It's hitting me. It's hitting me harder now. Can't the rest of you smell it? All of the noses of all the witches in the room went up in the air, and all the nostrils began to suck and sniff. She's right, cried another voice. She's absolutely right. Dog's droppings it is, strong and full. In a matter of seconds, the entire assembly of witches had taken up the dreaded cry of dog's droppings. Dog's droppings! They shouted. The room is full of it. Pooh! Pooh! Why did we not smell it before? It stinks like a sewer. Some little swine must be hiding not so very far away from here. Find it! Screamed the Green-Eyed Witch. Track it down. Rattle it out. Follow your noses till you get it. The hairs on my head were standing up like the bristles of a nail brush, and a cold sweat was breaking out all over me. Rattle it out, this small lump of dung, screeched the Green-Eyed Witch. Don't let it escape. If it is in here, it has observed the most secret things. It must be extremely immediate.